Welcome to the Tony Gaskin Show, best-selling author, celebrity life coach, and international speaker. The purpose of this show is to bring you motivation, inspiration, and education in the areas of life, love, and business. Thank you for joining me. Now let's get started. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Talks with Tony. Got a question today, and it says, "Hi, Tony. I've been hanging out with my ex, and we have a child together. We recently got out of a toxic relationship about 6 months ago. We ended up reconnecting and hanging out for the past 2 going on 3 months now. He's been telling me he misses being together and misses our family and wants to work it out. And of course, I want my family together. So we've been having little dates during the week, whether it be reading dates or just hanging out, having dinner. Sometimes with our child, or times just us two. Well, recently his family and his other child's mother have been giving their input to not jump into a relationship again, which I understand. We had an agreement to see how things went within a year of working on ourselves and building our relationship back. I think all this outside input might have scared him. He's become very distant and told me he wants to focus on himself first. I'm not sure to believe this, or maybe he just doesn't want the things we talked about anymore. Please help me. Thank you so much." Thank you so much for writing in, and I want you to know that when a man tells you something, especially in the way of him not wanting it, him wanting to focus on himself, you have to believe him. There's no extra debate for you to do in your mind. There's nothing else you should be thinking about. You should be packing your bags and leaving. I know y'all don't live together, but I mean, metaphorically speaking, you should be moving on. Never, ever, 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 listen to me, ladies, never deal with a man who tells you he doesn't want you, or if he tells you he doesn't want a relationship. As soon as you hear either one of those things, you got to run. Y'all have a child together. So what that means is this child now has to be the only transaction and interaction that you all have. So what that means is no more hanging out. No hanging out, no having sex, no talking about what you're doing and what he's doing, who you're dating, who he's dating. No personal talk. It is, how is little Johnny doing? Hey, this is how little Johnny is doing. Here's his letter from school. This is what his teacher said. This is what he needs this month in the way of clothes or shoes or equipment for sports or whatever it may be. He or she, I'm just saying, little Johnny, you get it. And that's it. No refrigerator rights, as I have a friend who calls it, meaning he can't come in your place and go in your refrigerator, get something to drink, plop down on the couch, kick his feet up. No, sirree. You don't want to be in a relationship? Don't play with my emotions. You don't want to be in a relationship? I'll meet you at the door with our child. You don't want to be in a relationship? Let's start training your mind now to stay outside. You actually can sit in your car and text me that you're here, and I will walk our child out to the car. That's the boundaries you got to create. Because, see, when you let a man have his cake and eat it too, you get caught up and you end up getting hurt. So you got to create the boundaries in such a way that he has to choose one way or the other. Because if he says, hey, I'm not sure, I want to focus on me first, but he still can be around you, he still can go on dates. You didn't say y'all aren't, having sex. I know you said for a couple years, I believe you said that y'all didn't do anything. So you have to know it's been 6 months. I'm sorry. And the relationship was toxic. So the thing about it is, if it's real, from my personal experience as a man, and also just from my experience as a relationship coach, when it is real, a man won't let you stay away for more than a month. If it's real, he's getting you back. He's begging and pleading to get you back the next week. The only way you stay away for more than a month is if it's your choice.
but he will have been actively pursuing you and telling you how much he misses you, especially if he's allowed to contact you legally. Sometimes a woman leaves a man and, gets an injunction or what have you, had a domestic violence incident, and he's not allowed to contact her. That's different. But if that's not the case, and he has your number and he can contact you, and he wasn't, breaking his neck, breaking his back, trying to be with you, then that's a red flag. And so what happens is you have to remember the black book. The black book syndrome, we'll call it. Hey, guess what? I would like to connect with you in a more personal way. Have you ever thought about having a life coach? Have you ever felt like you needed to be around like-minded people? Are you trying to grow and learn more and push yourself to the next level? If that is you, then my new group is for you. Now, in this group, I have over 10 courses online that you can go through at your own pace. You can log out and log in as many times as you like. Inside of the system, you can also send me personal messages that I will personally respond to. We also have monthly power calls. Depending on your level of membership, you have access to the live call where I will share an on-time message and open the line for Q&A. In those same membership levels, you have access to the private Facebook group where you can connect and build with like-minded people to support one another. You also receive 1 to 2 free tickets to the annual conference. So look, I created this for you to remove all excuses. You have no excuse now to remain the same. So visit GaskinsUniversity.com, GaskinsUniversity.com, and join the group. I look forward to working with you, and we will see you at the top. The black book meaning your memo book that people used to keep phone numbers in before we had cell phones with contact lists. People had to write down phone numbers in the little black book. So the old school players, before the cell phones came in, they had all their women in the black book. So when a guy gets bored and guy gets lonely, he goes to the black book, he opens it up. Let me see who I haven't called in a while. So a guy literally will call you 6 months later. That's what your child's father is doing. He called you about 3 months later. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Would like to see you. Y'all start hanging out. You're kicking it. You're talking good. Next thing you know, I miss you, this and that. Guess what? If he really, really wanted you, if he really, really cared for you, if he really wanted to be with you, nothing anyone says would be able to stop him. So just a little bit of input from friends and family would not have stopped him at all. Trust me when I tell you. He would have been like, man, whatever. So if already, after just coming back 2 to 3 months ago, he's already distant again, that lets you know that this is the cycle that men suffering from the black book syndrome, that's my label. This is what they go through. They're just unsure. They're lost and confused. Can't find anybody that they really love because they don't know how to love. And so they keep going back to those they got soul ties with. He probably has done and said some of the same things to his other baby mother. And if she's telling you not to get in a relationship, then that's a reason too, because she knows she's getting a little play over there. She probably not telling you all her plays, and she hoping that he come on back to her. So this guy has options, playing you like a flute, and you got to love yourself, trust yourself, listen to your intuition. You know right from wrong. You know what you shouldn't and shouldn't be doing. Treat this thing like a business transaction. You're co-parenting, conversations about your kids, and nothing else. Move on with your life. You cannot hit the rewind button in life. This one here, this ship has sailed. This ship has sailed. So keep moving with your life. Create boundaries. Heal your heart. And this will help you. This will help you get to the place where you can attract real love. But as long as you're dealing with him, going on dates with him, letting him come in your place, drink up your juice, eat up your food, kick back on your couch, you can never meet another man because he's too comfortable. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. Make sure wherever you're hearing this that you subscribe to the podcast, download it on iTunes or subscribe to my YouTube so that you hear these episodes as we're moving forward. We're trying to pump it out the best we can. And also, join me at the Self-Love Retreat, October 19th through the 21st. You visit TonyGaskins.com/events, or just go to TonyGaskins.com and click on events, and you will see the retreat. I would love to have you. It's 2 nights, 3 days. It's going to be a great time, a great experience. You will not be let down. So visit TonyGaskins.com/events. It's also in the link of my bio on Instagram, and it's also pinned to the top of my Facebook if you happen to see me there. I look forward to working with you. Stay tuned. I'll be back soon.